Hope is fading fast for an Indian merchant navy captain whose infant son died while he was incarcerated by authorities in Togo. Captain Sunil James's family says they fear he will not be freed in time for his son's funeral. Captain James had docked the empty Ocean Centurion in Togo to report a pirate attack on his ship. After preliminary inquiries, local authorities arrested him and 2 of his crew on suspicion of colluding with the pirates. Captain James' son died after a brief illness just 10 days short of his first birthday this month. His family says the father and son spent just 4 months together before he had to set sail again. India's External Affairs Ministry says it is in touch with Togolese officials to secure Captain James' release before his son's funeral.
Also handles Togo, has been in touch with our Indian Honorary Consul in Togo, who is also in touch through a lawyer with the public prosecutor. We have brought to the notice of the public prosecutor the current situation and sought his assistance to try and work out a solution which will be helpful in the current circumstances.
Captain James's family wrote to Indian officials appealing for help following the death of his son. The Indian High Commission in Ghana has replied, and we're quoting from their letter here. They say the matter was immediately taken up with Togo for the release of Captain Sunil James on compassionate grounds. We are in regular touch with Captain James's lawyer. The Charge d'Affaires of Togo's embassy in Ghana has also been briefed and is in touch with authorities to work towards an early resolution. Rakesh Madapa is Sunil James' brother-in-law and joins us live right now for this story. Rakesh, first of all, please accept our condolences. This is an extraordinarily difficult time for your family, especially given the absence of Sunil James. Does he know of his child's demise, and when was the last time that you'd spoken to him?
Captain James is aware of what has happened with his son. He is very eagerly awaiting the opportunity to return to India so he can complete his son's final rites and put him to eternal rest. So we are in communication with Sunil. The communication in itself is extremely difficult. Since Sunil is all alone in a jail cell in Togo, there's absolutely no one to support him right now. And this is turning out to be one of the most difficult situations we've ever faced in life.
When was the last time you heard from him?
We were actually able to speak to him late last night to determine exactly what condition he is in. As far as mental stability is concerned, he is shaken thoroughly. He was held captive since the 20th of July. So that in itself has taken a significant toll on his mind. But now hearing about his son's death has destroyed whatever little sanity he had left as well.
What has the response to Togo been, and are you still hopeful?
I have nothing else but hope to cling on to right now. What else can we do in this kind of a circumstance? So, yes, I am hopeful. I hope and pray every single day that today is the day where it stops, that we will not have to wait anymore, that we can finally put his child to rest with the dignity that any human being deserves at this point.
We'd earlier spoken to Rakesh about this incident. Here's what he also had to say.
Well, the captain was initially arrested on charges which I learned of when I went to Togo. Before September, I didn't even so much have as a clue about why he was being held, other than the fact that he was being detained. I made the journey to Togo myself since I couldn't get any answers from anyone in India, and I couldn't get any help from anyone in India as well. Upon reaching Togo, I learned that Sunil and his crew members were being held in their alleged abetment to the act of piracy. They were initially attacked by pirates. His ship was attacked by pirates off the coast of Western Africa, and they were the victims. They were injured during the attack. They were held at gunpoint during the attack. They were blindfolded and locked away in rooms within the ship while the pirates could ransack the entire ship. And to even think that they are now the perpetrators of such a heinous crime is ridiculous to say the least. When I was in Togo, the charges against him, abetment to piracy, were dropped. He's still being detained. Reasons surrounding his detention, again, are very sketchy. If the charges were dropped, then why has he not been let back home? It's a question that I don't have answers to. The response has always been that the Indian government is looking into the issue. Looking into the issue in itself is such a relative term. It could mean a number of things to a number of different people. So far, every single time I've asked them, what exactly are you doing? I haven't so far received one concrete plan from them. I'm not able to understand their line of thinking. I do not know what the next steps are. Nothing so far has been communicated to me or anyone in the family.
Rakesh Madapa, the brother-in-law of Captain James, talking to us over there and telling us about the difficulties he's had in staying in touch with his brother-in-law and trying to find justice for him now that his son has passed away. We're going to keep you on top of that story as it continues to develop. For now, the MEA has said that they have contacted Togolese officials and are trying to bring him back before the funeral.